Hello and welcome to the Audio Dad Chronicles. I'm Shale, and today we're going to take our first ever listen into the music that is Pierce the Veil with King for a Day. So I'm definitely no stranger to the name Pierce the Veil, but I don't believe I've ever heard the music before. And when preparing to do this video, I thought, well, let's get a quick little education on who they are. So let's do that. They are a San Diego-based band, primarily categorized under post-hardcore and pop-punk, blending elements of emo, experimental rock, and progressive rock. Known for high-energy melodic and technical sound, they often incorporate scream-filled vocals alongside melodic hooks, frequently blending pop sensibilities with heavy, complex instrumentation. Well, I like that. That sounds cool. So let's go. This will be King for a Day, featuring Kellin Quinn. Not sure whom that is. I guess we'll find out. We're going back in time a little bit on this one, which is probably the way to do it. Sometimes when I introduce myself to a new band, I start with one of their newer ones, and then the fans jump in and they're like, W2F, guy, what are you doing? No, start at the beginning. I don't know if this qualifies at the beginning or not, but this video is 13 years old, so we're going back in time. So let's hope that's going back far enough to appease you all, and to make sure that I'm getting them in the right context and seeing them in the right light and so on and so forth. But yeah, Pierce the Veil, King for a Day, featuring Kellin Quinn. Here we go.
Thank you for your time.
5 o'clock.
Have a super wonderful day now.
Thank you, too, sir. Thank you.
Guess it's like a bank.
Well, hold on, folks. Don't
Yep,
put your things
bank.
away just yet.
Uh-oh.
We're going to have ourselves a little group meeting. By the way, I
Oh,
want to
that's
thank
never
you
good.
all for that pay cut you took last week. That was very sweet of you.
Ouch.
Look, I don't want to say that we're having an audit, but the IRS is visiting us Monday to take a
Peace
look at our
out.
files and our records.
I'm gone.
Well, long story short,
Time
you're
to-
all coming
time
in
to go on
tomorrow
Indeed.
to help make the books look right. Vic, I want you and Kellin to stay late tonight to make sure everything's ready for the second quarter. And for the rest of you, I will see you here tomorrow morning, bright, early. Team spirit. Yes. Ooh. Milk doesn't.
Wow. Okay. That's a job you need to never come back to, and a lawsuit you need to launch. Like that guitar. Quick little pause there. I like doing the initial first impression. First impression is very positive. I like this. I think reading up on it kind of nailed it. They are absolutely pulling in elements of pop punk, of hardcore. They got screams going on. Great production on it, really crisp, really clear. Liking the bass player. He's not overplaying. His tone is solid and fat. Drums are cool. Guitars sound good. I'm not certain who the Kellin Quinn person is, whether they're a regular band member or if they're just kind of joining on this one song. Are they from a different band? Do let me know in the comments if you would, please. I do need to get a little more context. I try my best to not learn too much before I go in. Some reactors, they cheat. I'm not naming names, but some people have some tells. They're maybe not the best liars they think they are. and they kind of learn more than they should have about how a song goes and then put on a show for you all. That ain't me. Some YouTube reactors like to read the lyrics and learn up on what the song is all about and be really, really prepared just to hear it. That's not me. I like going, la 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 la, la la la. I saw nothing, I heard nothing. I just want to go in blind. I want to be completely unprepared for what I'm about to experience, for better or for worse. Sometimes it's for worse, and fans of the bands are like, how did you not know this? How dare you not know that? When it's the first time I've heard a band, I want to go blind. And here we are, and I'm liking it so far. And if this continues on the way it is, there will definitely be other opportunities for other songs. So I do encourage you, excuse me, I do encourage you, give me suggestions. I am always open. I'm always listening. I want to know what else is out there for this band or bands of this style. If I'm digging this so far, I might like other things, so do make suggestions. And speaking of suggestions, if you do have another song from these guys that you want to suggest, or another band or artist of any kind, any genre, if you're really a big, passionate fan of other artists and you want them covered on this channel, I've got a buy me a link. Buy me a link. I have a buy me a coffee. There's the link. Over on that page, you can donate to the channel, so where all the funds that I raise there go into the channel itself. Improving my equipment, getting new cameras. I want to get some new earphones. These things are old and tired. I need new ones. Pardon me. The lighting could be improved in this room just to be a little more consistent, to offer you all a better production in general. And that is one of the ways that I am offsetting the costs of it, because I have all kinds of subscriptions for the music equipment that I use for my deconstructions, for doing the editing and the graphics and art and all that kind of stuff. So anything that is donated goes right back in the channel to improving the quality of what we offer you. And one of the things that I'm doing to earn that money from is to do sponsored reactions. You can pick a song, pick an artist, pick a version, and you can sponsor a reaction, and we will do that song for you, give you a shout out in the channel, thank you for your support, and do a reaction, a first reaction based on your suggestion. You can also sponsor a deconstruction where we do the stem isolation and listen to all the individual instruments. You can sponsor one that is both. That's entirely up to you. So if you want to do anything like that, we do appreciate it. We also do have a Patreon channel. There's the link, where you can watch our tutorial on how I do the deconstruction videos, and it is free. And I made it in a way that it is all free tools. So you don't have to have the specialized equipment and hardware that I have to do it. I teach you a way to do it with all free resources. And when I do deconstruction videos, about 2-3 days after I release the video on YouTube, I make all the original stems for it available for free on Patreon. So you go over there, you sign up, you'll get notifications when I've got new releases, and there is also a bunch of videos over there that don't see their way to YouTube, either because YouTube blocked them and they said you're not allowed to put it here, or maybe they were on here and then I got a copyright strike and they took it down. I'm going to move them over to Patreon. So there's all kinds of exclusive content over there. We do full album listens. We take even more requests. Like I say, there's all kinds of content there that you can't get over here, ad-free, as well as an opportunity to see our videos a couple of days in advance before they're released, and again, ad-free. So if you want to go over there and sign up for that, it'd be greatly appreciated. But in the meantime, let's get back into this, because this is pretty cool. Like the video, it's fun, and I definitely am digging the song. Bass and the drums is driving it. Love the Stingray. Gotta get myself another one of those. I miss them. Oh, there's the meaty bass tone. Killer. I'm going to assume this is Kellin. Good hook. I know it's a bit of an A-side to the band because this is just a music video, but I definitely kind of, if this was really their life and they were thrown into this such a weird situation with the groping, we'll just leave it at that, the groping boss who clearly is embezzling money, and they're gonna come take him down. Well, just being fellows that look and dress like this, but having a very normal, clean-cut job, highly relatable to me. After I was right at the cusp of ending my guitar tech career, my roadie career, I was in my late 20s at that point. Now, I did carry it forward, selectively touring after that. But from about 18 to 28 years old, I was pretty much on the road full-time working for bands. And then when I first decided to step back, when I was starting to have a family, I had my firstborn, I was doing less and less tours over the years, and I took a normal job. I worked in an office in marketing, and I was hired. And I dare say I kind of looked like these guys. My hair was dyed black. It was long down to there. Yes, seriously, eyeliner and painted nails and a lot more earrings than I have these days, big chains and so forth. And I walked in, and all the other stodgy office people and, purchasers and accountants, they're just like, what is that? And then there's me in the corner. Now, meanwhile, I was hired for this job because of my background. It was actually a company that designed and manufactured musical instruments and such, and I was hired specifically for a role to cater to that. I was in marketing. I knew how to promote to people my age, older and younger. I had the contacts in the music industry because eventually I started evolving my role in marketing from just doing their websites into doing what is known as A&R, artist and repertoire. I created their endorsee program. They were an amplifier company. They make guitar amps and things like that. And I started the task of getting endorsees, artists like, well, not literally these guys, but artists like these guys, mostly Canadian, and expanded from there. Artists who were up and coming in the industry or big names in the industry already, contacts that I had before from my guitar tech days. And we started the task of getting more endorsees to raise the profile of the company. And it was a lot of fun, and it was a great place to work. And I worked for 10 years. And then before eventually leaving the company to relocate to where I live now to raise increase the size of my family and have another kid. And as it happened, I was offered one more tour right before I moved across the country to move back here to British Columbia, and I turned it down, and it wound up being Nickelback. I started my career doing some shows in clubs, and Nickelback was one of the bands I worked for way back in the day, again, just at a club level, when they were just another local Vancouver band, just like my band. And I did lights for them and other things like that, and Strapping Young Lad and a bunch of other 90s, clearly Vancouver-based artists, Colin Crush, artists like that. And then many, many years later, when I'm ending my career and I'm fully, completely done, and I'm moving away from the music industry entirely, at least as far as a day job is concerned, and one last kick at the can was offered to me to go on the road with Nickelback, but I was just like, nope, 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 not doing it. My wife is pregnant. We're having another kid. The truck is packed. The trailer is packed. We're driving across the country. We're moving. So thank you, but no. I'm moving on. And now I work in a different industry entirely. But of course, my love of music has never faded. I still produce it to this day. So, anyways, enough talk about that. And being the oddball guy in a stodgy role just was relatable. I thought I'd share a little story with you. Let's get back into the music. That's why we're here. Who is this Kellin Quinn character? Almost getting like a pop vibe from him. I don't want to say boy band, but like a pop vibe. Like his background in music might be a little more even commercial than this. All right, things are getting real. Good drop. Like that riff. Dirty, but deserved. To heck with that guy. Okay, that was fun. I really like that. Great video. Like the band, like their sound, like their style. Big fan of hardcore and things like that. I mean, got a Rise Against tattoo on my wrist. That was awesome. I really appreciate that. I've definitely learned to let the video play out to the end, and I am fairly confident I did exactly that here. And in doing so, of course, you wind up with the suggestions on screen. I was asking for suggestions. I think I might have just found one of them already, though. Pierce the Veil covered Karma Police by Radiohead. This I gotta hear. Consider that one a suggestion already. That will happen. Cool. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that song. I dug that band. I'd like to hear more of them. Thanks a lot for coming along on the ride on this one. I hope to see you all again.